guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a story time video. I have quite a lot of embarrassing stories. Even though I'm a person that is very, very hard to embarrass, I feel as though my embarrassing stories are quite funny and entertaining. Some of them are quite elaborate, so I'm going to share one of them with you today. The story I've got to share with you is the time that I got dacked at a playground. That's pretty bad. It's really bad. It's high up on the scale of bad. So anyway, I was out with some friends and we were out at a shopping center. You know, just walking around, shopping, doing all the girly stuff. We had some lunch and straight after that we were like, hey, let's go to this playground, because across the road from the shopping center they had a massive playground that it was very popular. It's more than just your average swing and slide. There was a lot of stuff. Anyway, so I love going to playgrounds and just having a grand old time on the swing, because it's something that I used to always do as a child and I've carried it on with me. I'm gonna be one of those people that's gonna be like 70 years old and still swinging on swings at playgrounds. It's never gonna get old. Anyway, so I was at the playground with my friends at this point, and there were the three of us there. They were sitting down talking, whatever, and I decided to go and play on one of the swings. Where the swing was placed on the playground was in the middle of this sand pit kind of thing. It's like a rail, but they have like bikes attached to the rail, so it's like a one-track kind of thing. Those bikes are always occupied and it surrounds the larger part of the playground, so there are always kids, always families, and we were there at like lunchtime, so it was already packed and it's a very popular park. So I decided to go on the swing, and so I'm there and I'm swinging away, and then one of my friends comes over to me and she sits down on my lap whilst I was on the swing, and I was like, oh yay, we get to like double swing, this is awesome, which I hadn't done since I was a child. So I was holding onto the chains of the swing. I remember I was holding it like this, and when she sat down on my lap, I decided to let go of the chains because I thought she would have been holding onto the chains. So I wrapped my hands around her front and I was just holding on, and I then realized, oh shit, she's not holding onto the chains. She's got her hands in her lap because she thought I was holding onto the chains. So next thing I know, I'm now falling backwards because there is like this weight on top of me that's continuously pushing back. Neither of us were holding onto the chains. Neither of us. So we were both falling. Now, at this point when we realized I was too far gone, I knew I was gonna fall. I knew it. At the very last moment, she grabbed onto the chains so that she didn't fall off as well. At this point, I'm already fallen down. I hit my head so hard on the ground, and I remember being stuck there. This was the worst part of it. I remember being stuck on the ground. I could not get up because my friend was still sitting on my lap. You put a weight on top of someone, and if you're, especially when you're at an angle where you're tipped over, you can't get back up no matter what you do. And it was then that I realized the mortifying fact that in the process of me falling down, because the swing was so high up, I had somehow fallen out of my pants and I was showing my bare bottom to the whole entire park. The whole entire park. I felt wind in places I shouldn't have felt wind, and it was so mortifying for me. So I ended up just lying there in shock for about 3 seconds until I started going, get off me! Get off me! And my friend had no clue. She had no clue. She was completely oblivious to the fact that one of her closest friends had just dacked herself. I did not want to shout out saying, you've dacked me, or I've dacked myself, because that's really what happened. She was just laughing. She was laughing at the fact that I had fallen over. And I'm here in full view of this entire playground, and I have dacked myself, showing bare bottom to everyone. So she eventually realizes and gets off me, and I was still in an awkward position, so I had to kind of flip myself off the swing, and I remember just lying there. I laid there for about 5 whole minutes just wishing and hoping that the sand from underneath me would just swallow me whole, because I was mortified. So many parents, families, everyone who was at the playground just saw exactly what had happened. So that was a horrifying event that I never ever want to go through again. I don't even know how it's even possible to do what I did because I was wearing pants held up by a belt. How does one even possess the talent to be able to dack themselves wearing pants that are held up by a belt? It's impossible. Anyway, whatever. It happened, and yeah, that's one of my embarrassing stories. I would really like to know some of your guys' embarrassing stories, so leave a comment down below. Also, please give me a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to share to everyone. Until next time, bye! Bye!